Welcome to the food forest. It's about 2 p.m, 35 degrees today in autumn. Pretty warm one. I'm sure the garden is feeling it. Anyway, we'll get stuck into what's going on here. So, Buddha's hand citron. Still waiting for it to ripen, but lots of flowers and buds. Well, not lots, but lots for a little plant. This papaya is going crazy compared to these two, so it's hit gold soil. Don't know what it is, but it's loving it. And we could possibly have first fruit, maybe? We've got lots of flowers, so that's hopeful. These ones are starting to get some flowers too, I believe. There's some flower buds. So we'll see what happens with these two. This one was planted at the same time as that one, and that one maybe a month later. So yeah, this one's struck oil, or whatever that is that makes them grow quick. So we have some melons, Eon d'Ors, I believe these are. So they taste like rock melons, and they ripen to look like a rock melon. They're supposed to be green inside, but these ones are orange, so I'm not sure if they're cross-pollinated at some time, because they definitely don't look like they did on the advertisement for the seeds I brought, but everyone in the house loves them and produce a lot, so that's great. Blueberries are getting suffocated by the melons, but kind of a good thing with the heat the way it is at the moment. Pepino's going alright. I haven't got any of the fruit. They rotted before I had a chance, and as you can see, my dog is getting into it and finding anything that moves, meanwhile destroying the plant. It's also getting spider mite, red spider mite. So you can see the damage that it's causing. Some of the plant's fine, but I think with the damage the dog's created, it's weakened the tree, which isn't helping at all. And I finally have one pigeon pea growing. I want to do a circle around the avocados and mangoes to form a protective wind barrier and cold and heat barrier. So this one finally has reached some sort of growth, and I have one more, and I've just planted some more seeds around and planted some in seedling trays, so hopefully they will develop. Under here we have bacon avocado, which was nice and bushy maybe 6 months ago, so I'm hoping that this is just due to weather that it's kind of shrunk down. And the mango, which one is this? This is the Palmer, and we have a little new growth there, but nothing really to write home about other than that. We have the yellow honeydews, which I haven't tasted yet. This one looks like it's some damage. Wow, it's crazy. Yeah, so I haven't tasted these yet. I haven't had a ripe one. There's two out the front, and one's hanging off the wall. It hasn't dropped yet, but it's not ripe. So they do take a long time to ripen, I found. I believe this is actually a rock melon. We have a couple of them in here. Kiwi berries still going good. All of my chilies are doing really well. This, which I don't even know, maybe a rock melon again. This is the most rock melons I've got this whole season, and it does get shaded, so I'm wondering if it's enjoying some of this shade. So the kiwi berry is climbing and doing its thing, but I have noticed that some of these just die at the tips, like a lot of them. I've only got one that's actually growing, and I have no idea why it's only the one. Anyway, a couple of sweet baby watermelons, still waiting for them to ripen properly. lots of chilies. They're so small, but look how many they're producing. And I'm not really caring about them. They just get watered when everything else gets watered. But they're kind of everywhere. We thought they were capsicums. Apparently not, but anyway. So we got the finger lime, lemon basil. We got the red pineapple. It's looking a little bit yellow. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be that yellow. And I'd assume it would be too much water if it's a problem. And you got another type of gooseberry, which will be getting ready to lose its leaves. Back there we got the boysenberry. Then we have mulberry. No mulberries on it at present. It's getting awfully tall though. It's going to need pruning. And then the Indian guava, which is doing really well, but don't know what's happened with these leaves. Everything, it's got new shoots and everything, but no idea what happened with them. Got a raspberry that's not liking the sun. Clemente mandarin, and I have chopped down the cowpeas and chopped and dropped. And the artichoke's looking really, really good, nice and healthy. Definitely going to get some more of these. Lamb's ear looking really good. This is Tangelo, and as you know with my citrus, they ain't doing good. There's not really much to it, and considering pulling that out, I haven't done the cowpeas around this because I'm thinking about replacing it with a fresh Tangelo, so I've just left it for the time being till I decide on that. We have the yellow guava, and I have replaced our blood orange with a new one. So I did chop and drop as I planted this, and some banana leaves. So a little bit of leaf curl on it, but it's only been in 3-4 days. The sage is looking really good. Comfrey, and that comfrey, nice. Enjoying the shade by the looks. I have one out the front that's corrected, so I think it's the sun. Lemon eureka, chopped and dropped there. We have the Hawaiian guava. This has had scale. There's a little bit right there. And I have just been scratching it off for now and spraying it with kaolin clay. Almond, I got 2 off it, and they were both terrible. I'm going to give this one more season. If it doesn't show me what it's made of, it's gone. Taking up prime real estate. More chilies. This is the Washington navel orange. Again, haven't removed the cowpeas because I am thinking of replacing it, because as you can see, it's very yellow. There's hardly anything on it. There's a lot of dead. So, probably going to replace that too. We have the Bangkok apple guava. Got nice new shoots. Red ducker. Red ducker needs to start fruiting for me. I'm always so optimistic, but there's just nothing going on. But we have a whole heap of calves. So really happy with that. Really happy. And we've got enough pups there to cover me when that tree comes down. Just not producing a lot of pups. I'm not sure if it's the variety or what. Nectarine, same as the almond. It's got 1 season to prove itself, or it's going, even though I love nectarines. The apples. This one has none left. I've eaten them, but they were really, really, really delicious. So I do have some still here though. These ones, they're tiny, but oh no, they're still pretty green. I thought they might have been ready. Too optimistic, I think. I have been finding some on the ground. That one's almost ready, I think. But then I noticed that my dogs have squashed the sweet potato where I find them. It doesn't look like my dogs have ripped them off the tree though, because there's no teeth marks. So I think they're chasing possibly mice or something through the garden, and with their vigour, like banging the apples off. I have a volunteer gooseberry here that hasn't fruited. It's got in full shade, so I'm not sure if it will fruit. I'll climb my way out of there. We have the Pink Supreme guava with some fruit developing. A couple there. I'm looking forward to trying these. I've only tried the yellow guava so far, so it'd be good to try them. It's a strawberry guava hidden in the bananas, and we have a blue java rack there. We have another one over there. And we have a third just here. So blue java is producing the goods. And the butcher birds come in every morning and feed off the nectar. So I've been a bit reluctant to chop the flower off, but it looks like they're just about done. Then we have the Japanese seedless mandarin doing really well. It's mostly this white foliage you can see, but it's doing well. I haven't chopped and dropped here yet just because I haven't had a chance to, but that'll be the next one done. Black sapote is looking really good. Nice new growth. It's actually been enjoying this really hot weather. I have chopped and dropped some melons and stuff around it. Then we have the Hass avocado. I'm not liking how yellow these bottom leaves are. Haven't checked on that probably enough. And then we have the Namdokmai mango, which has had flowers. I chopped the flowers off the palmer and had nothing but trouble with the scent, so I didn't even cut the flowers off this one, but apart from damage from previous winter, it's looking pretty good. All of the new leaves on the avocado is quite yellow. I just had a peek through the roof, and yeah, it's quite yellow. I'm assuming some of the yellowing I'm getting on my fruit could be from the wood chips in the garden. So I'm not sure what to do about that. I really try to keep the wood chips away from the root system or even burying them, but you know, my dogs get in there at times and dig, so the wood chips do get mixed up in it. But maybe give it a feed and see what I can do. This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about with dogs. They just dig these little holes, but when you fill them back in, they fill up, and because it's nice and moist around the fruit trees, they tend to dig around here. Then all these wood chips end up right near the root system. But this avocado is doing fine, so I'm not really sure. And when you look up yellowing, there's just so many things it could be. And if you ask anyone on Facebook, there's always a different opinion on what it could be. So yeah, it's a tricky one. We've got another red ducker here. This one is quite old. The one just behind there. It's as old as my red ducker up the back there, but has been set back a couple of times from moving, so starting to wonder how many of these red duckers I should have in the yard, because I've been told in Perth they don't fruit that often, not as often definitely as the blue java, so I might just keep the one up the back for now. It's one of my blueberries that didn't die, that I thought was going to die. This one here was looking really good, but I think that the sun is affecting it again. I might have to just move it back into the shade. Got another strawberry guava, almost ripe. It's really hard to see when we've got so much sun around. Yeah, so there's a quick tour of what's going on out here in the backyard. some blueberries. These have been really yummy. This tree, as crappy as it looks, performs pretty well. Yeah, summertime. You get a lot of new growth on a lot of the trees, and obviously a lot of fruit is developing. But can't really plant much out. The front yard's looking a little bit bare because what I have planted just can't cope with the heat we're having, and although it cooled down for a little bit, we've actually got 35 degrees Celsius today, so very, very warm for these plants. And yeah, got some strawberries in the hanging baskets. These have had a little bit of red spider mite as well. There's some red ducker pops that I've taken out, some calendula, lemon basil. Yeah, it's whatever's left growing, surviving the heat. But yeah, so that's the garden at present. Not going to be a heap of changes out here, but maybe after spring, depending on the almond and the nectarine, and replacing maybe the tangelo and orange fruit tree, and just see. But apart from that, yeah, like since we pulled out the melon vines, it looks really bare here. Like we should have something here, but I'm assuming, well, I'm not assuming, I know once this orange tree grows and that mandarin tree, they'll almost meet, so it's a bit hard to get anything more in here, although it looks a bit bare at the moment. I've found this really cool spot to sit after I've been gardening. If I just sit down here under my banana trees looking at the blue java and apple trees, it's so cool here. Like, it's got to be like 15 degrees cooler than out in the sun. It's really beautiful, and you get this beautiful breeze at the same time. So it's quite relaxing out here. So next time I'll have a look through the front garden, show you just a bit of that, and if I have anything planted I'll show you that too. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the little look at the food forest on a 35-degree day and how it survived summer, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.